I'm currently sat in traffic in California, really slow moving traffic, and I thought I'd just do a video. And let's break down a full guide how you can get your first copywriting client, right? So I'm gonna see how much I can break down in this video, try and give you everything. I'm keeping my eyes on the road. I've got just holding the camera, so I might look at the screen occasionally when we stop, but I'll be looking at the road. So yeah, so you're probably watching this because you want to learn how to get your first copywriting client. So I'm going to explain it from my point of view on how I first came across copywriting and what my process was, and hopefully some of it will resonate with you and like click with you and the light bulb will go off. So if you know my journey, some of you may not know it. I used to be a personal trainer, so coaching clients one-to-one. I've just noticed I've got a big box in the back, so that's one of my bikes. I'm like traveling from one place to the next to go and ride mountain bikes. And I used to train clients one-to-one in a gym, helping mainly females to lose weight. And to get clients when I first started, I was doing what everyone else was doing in the gym, which was going, talking to people, networking, basically asking them if they wanted any help, and then hoping they would like turn around and say, yeah, can you train me? And there was only a limited pool of people in the gym, and there was a number of personal trainers doing the same thing, so it was quite competitive. And you only had access to like a small amount of people in the gym, so the total addressable market, the TAM, was literally just the people in the gym. So it wasn't a very big pool of people to get access to. So I thought there was another way. So I joined a mastermind group for personal trainers and fitness business owners to help me grow my fitness business to get more clients so I could make more money. And I joined this, and there's loads of people in there that I met, which is really cool. And I watched the training in there on copywriting. And this is the first time I came across the word copywriting. I never even knew what it was. And in that video, the guy broke down like how he'd made, a ridiculous amount of money just through writing words. And I was like so hooked on this idea, right? But not hooked in the way of being greedy. I was like hooked in the fact that, oh wow, I could see how I could use this to get clients in my personal training business. So as soon as I watched that video, I literally devoured everything on copywriting. So YouTube videos, podcasts, I spent a ton of money on courses, just to like absorb myself in copywriting and like what it was. And then I started to apply copywriting and persuasive writing to my marketing messages to get clients, right? And these were clients who weren't even in the gym that I was working at. So they were people just, not even in the gym but needed help. So I found out how to get in front of those people and speak to them with a message that resonated with them. So that was a really important point about copywriting. You have to speak to people at whatever sophistication level they are at, which is probably one of the most important things you can learn. Because not every message is going to resonate with everyone, right? You have to understand where somebody is at, meet them where they are at, and then you kind of walk them through your copy to becoming a client with copywriting, right? So I did that through Facebook advertising, through flyers, through pretty much anything I was putting on social media. It was all written in a way that was directed at my target audience, and it worked. And I managed to get a ton of clients paying me a decent monthly amount, and they stayed around quite a long time, and I thought it was amazing. And that was the first taste I got of copywriting and like the power of copywriting. After that, I kind of fell out of love a bit with personal training and training people, and I wanted to have this lifestyle or build something where I wasn't having to go to a certain location and train in the gym with other people. Even though I love fitness and stuff like that, I still love fitness. I just don't like training other people. So I decided to jack personal training and go all in on copywriting. So then I had to learn how to get my own clients for copywriting. So how do I get clients who need copywriting? So what I first did was really important. I started surrounding myself with people who I class as my potential target audience. So these were business owners, e-commerce brands and businesses, online course creators, online educators, people who are basically selling education and information online. Those are the people I used to work with and felt like I wanted to work with. So I joined Facebook groups, I joined free mastermind groups, email lists, just to get myself around the right people. And Facebook groups was a big one back for me, like maybe 5 years ago. I'm not in so many Facebook groups now, but they're really powerful to get yourself in an environment around your target audience, right? And I just started making friends. And from there, I got all sorts of opportunities to go to live in-person events with people, join special online things that you had. And my network started to grow really, really fast just by being around the right people, which is a really important point. I think a lot of people, when they want to start working online and this sort of stuff, they like isolate themselves a lot, and I find that myself. It can be quite a lonely journey, so you want to try and do whatever you can to not have that happen and surround yourself with people who are on the same level as you, way ahead of you in terms of like their skill set and how much money they make in different niches and industries. And you will connect with people so fast, it's crazy. So through that, I started to get clients, and they were only small, like, one-off projects to start with, like a few £100 here and there, £500, £1,000 jobs for things. But to me at that point, it wasn't about how much money I could earn. It was more just to prove to myself that this copywriting thing was a legit way of making an income and building this lifestyle that was going to fund, or having something that would fund the lifestyle that I wanted to create, which was having no location to go to, like location independence, being able to travel, work from wherever I wanted, and things like that. So I could just go mountain biking and travel and adventure and stuff like that. So started picking up these jobs, and then I got quite friendly with a few people who I actually started working with quite closely, which was more retainer deals. So a retainer is basically or a monthly retainer is where somebody pays you a certain amount every month to fulfill a certain task. And for me, I decided to focus on email marketing and email copywriting. So that is basically where I'm ghostwriting essentially and pretending I am the business owner or the person who's sending the emails, and communicating with their customers and non-customers, and getting them to take action, telling them stories, giving them just free value for email basically, and encouraging them to buy or take an action. So we would send out maybe between 3 and 5 emails a week, maybe more sometimes, depending on what the campaign was. And they were going to non-buyers and buyers, so there's 2 different types of lists. So there's quite a lot of work going on. But I learned an absolute ton with that client. And they stayed at one of my main clients for maybe 6 or 7 years. Really enjoyed working with them, and that was like an online business that taught, an online education business that taught people how to start and grow an Amazon business. So then what I did was, to learn Amazon FBA better, I actually built my own Amazon business, so that when I was doing copywriting for this client and I was writing these emails, I knew what people were struggling with, so I knew how to write my emails in a way that resonated with people and spoke to those people at their sophistication level and answered the question that was on their mind to help them get over hurdles and buy from us. So, and then through this, people know people, right? So one client led to 2 people had 4 connections, and so on and so on. And it got to the point where I didn't have enough time. So then I started to increase my prices so I could earn more money from the time I was putting in with these clients. And obviously some of them did drop off, like they just we've got what we want, thanks very much. But at the same time, with my prices going up to a more premium rate with my skill set, I could take on more clients at that premium rate and then work essentially less or the same hours and earn still quite a lot of money. So that's kind of like been my story so far. And yeah, I mean, I never really wanted to scale my copywriting business like a lot of people do. They want to, hire loads of other copywriters to do work for them and create an agency, which you can do. But I was quite happy earning enough with a few clients so I could travel, work from wherever I wanted and just have this lifestyle. So I kept it really lean and just did all the work myself. I never had a personal assistant to help me out. I just did everything myself, which, yes, it did get stressful at times. And if I was teaching or sharing my experience now with somebody who wanted to get into copywriting, I probably would tell them to do things a little bit differently, just so they could manage their stress, manage their time better, and actually get more results in less time and make more money in less time, basically. That's been my journey so far with copywriting, and now I'm kind of moving into a space where I want to pass down what I've learned, my knowledge, with other people, which is where Zero to Paid comes in, which is, there'll be a link in the description to that if you want to go and check that course out. But yeah, getting clients, let's just talk a little bit about that. So that's been my journey. But if you're watching this and you want to get your first client, first of all, I would set your social media profile up correctly. So a lot of people miss this step, and what you want to do is, like, I primarily would use Instagram and email for outreach into clients. Nowadays, Instagram and social media is your CV or your resume. So resumes and CVs, as we used to know them, has kind of disappeared. And the new resume and CV is social media profiles. Like, if you message someone or email someone, I can almost guarantee they're going to try and find you and check you out on social media to see what you're like. So that's kind of like your CV, right? So you want a good profile headshot that shows your shoulders up, you show like you're a normal person. You want your feed to be kind of clean. It doesn't have to be all about copywriting or writing or anything. It just has to show that you're a genuine person, because, you know, remember that people want to do business with people, right, at the core of it. So you need to show people that you are a genuine human being, right? And you want somewhere in your bio either a link to your one-page landing page, or one-page website I would call it, which has a bit about you, your offer, and who the people you work with is. I would recommend using a software called Card, CARRD.co, to build your landing page for this. And it's like $20 for the year for unlimited pages. It's incredible, really easy to use as well. And then what I would do is I would have something in your bio to say that you're a writer or a copywriter. I don't have to explain it too much, but just have something in there. And then when you're reaching out to clients, right, this is really important. So a lot of people are looking for scripts and templates that they want to just plug and play and, you know, go with a shotgun blast approach and just message as many people as possible, right? And I think we're kind of past that age now where people can sniff out something that's not personalized and it's been sent to about 1 million other people. So what you want to be thinking of doing is sending a message to someone that is targeted and personalized, right? So you want to make it feel like you are reaching out to one person, and that one person can be the only person who's received that message. And that's what the person on the other end wants to feel, right? So how you do this is you have to do a little bit of research into the person, look at what their interests are, and see if you can tie that into a message, right? And all you're trying to do at first conversation opener on Instagram direct message, for example, is just to get their attention and start a conversation. Remember, humans do business with humans, right? And just talk like you would. Don't just put your business head on and talk all like, you know, back straight and everything. Just like forget about your offer for now and just get to know someone and genuinely understand their business and what they're actually interested in, because that will go a long way when you're trying to get them as a client. And then obviously over a few messages and over time, you can start looking into how you can help them out. So I would personally be looking at offering insane value up front for free, right? Don't try and just pitch your services straight away, right? Nobody likes being sold to. People want to buy things. So offer someone incredible, insane value. And how you do this is you go and find something that is fixable in what they are already promoting. So if somebody is on Instagram, a business or brand, or on YouTube as a creator or an educator, they're probably selling something. In fact, I can guarantee they're selling something. So you do a little bit of research and find out where they're trying to send traffic, and look at their funnels, look at their landing page, look at their products, their email sequences, and you can find some really quick wins for them. So whether you can improve a headline for someone, some copy, anything, and just give it to them. Don't expect anything in return, just give it to them and say, hey, I noticed this was a bit under optimized, I've rewritten it for you to test if you want to try it, no pressure if not, and that's it. And then Do that 2 or 3 times, right? And you'll be surprised at how blown away people can be. Now, you want to try and do this in a minimal time investment way for the potential client, because even you sending a client some free stuff can be seen as time and work on their part, which is not what you want. So make these quick wins. And these quick wins for the client will obviously show that you are valuable and you can offer even further value to make this person money, right? They shouldn't be giving you money if you can't make them money first, which is why you should be offering insane value up front. And then guarantee going down this road will lead to way more opportunities for potential clients than just trying to cold pitch clients all the time. Like, nobody wants to be sold to, remember. People just want to buy things. That's the state of mind you want to get people in. And by doing that, you offer insane value up front first, right? And then the law of reciprocity, which is kind of like where you do something with someone else and they kind of feel not obliged to do something in return, but they feel that need to want to give back, right? I'm not saying every client's going to be like that, but it works a lot of the times, right? And this will get you your first handful of clients. I can almost guarantee it if you do it correctly and you do it enough. A lot of people are sending out all these messages and they're struggling and sending me emails saying, I'm following your advice and I can't get results. I'm like, well, one, how many people have you actually reached out to and done high value free work for? And like, what message are you sending to people? Are you just blasting out templates and scripts that are unpersonalized and completely like copy and pasted to everyone because it's completely obvious? Don't be that person. Personalize your messaging. Speak to people like they are human, and I guarantee you'll be in a much better chance to sign your first few copywriting clients. And we're not talking about making thousands of pounds to start on your first client. Remember, you want to just get your first client or two paying you £500, £100, £1,000 a month, or whatever, anything, to get you the confidence and momentum you need. And you could also get your first few case studies as well with paid clients. And then you can use those case studies as ways to get future clients, and they'll do the selling for you, right? Now, this is all explained inside my course. I just wanted to give you like an overview of how I would do it if I was starting again, right? Or if I was going out and needed to go and get copywriting clients. But that's what I would do. And then from there, you obviously would have a no-brainer offer. Sorry, a motorbike just sped past me. You're going to have a no-brainer offer that is specific to a target audience or for a specific type of client or business, and then fulfill on that and just go above and beyond, and you cannot lose. I hope that little talk in my car was useful and enjoyable. Any comments, drop them below, and I will see you in the next video.